Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. How you can easily attract men who are available for marriage and providing. This is the topic of the video. And let me start sharing with you that when I was circular dating, when I was actually beginning this whole journey and I was coached myself, it was really confusing for me what kind of men to date and what not. So, usually the first step is that sometimes women don't even get attention from men, but I overcame this. So I was already magnetic, and I was attracting a lot of male attention. And so many guys just wanted to go out with me because I was already so much fun to hang out with. And what I realized that I would just hang out with men who didn't want marriage, they didn't want to provide, they didn't want, commit. And I was just confused, like how to get out of that. I remember one guy that I was dating, he actually, he told me after, I think 2 or 3 weeks, he told me that he's still in love with his ex and that he thinks that I'm attractive and we can meet for intimacy, and that he's not like looking for commitment. And instead of me being like, okay, you're not a match, I'm just like, bye, looking for somebody that is a match, instead of me acting this way, I actually felt so triggered, abandoned, rejected, not good enough. I thought I'm not good enough. I thought maybe I'm not pretty enough. And I just didn't know how to date. That's why every time I'm coming on here and telling you that what I'm teaching you, I really, really had to learn. I spent years studying, being coached by so many coaches to get to the point where I actually am able to teach you how to overcome the struggle. But anyway, so then there was this one guy, and then I attracted men that I wasn't attracted to. Like I wasn't attracted to them romantically. They were nice and all of that, but I just wasn't attracted to them. I was just like, we can be friends. So that was also not right? Because I wouldn't get married to somebody who I'm not attracted to, obviously. And then I had another issue. I was attracting men who didn't meet my standards. I mean, you've probably heard about having some standards or love list, what you need and desire in a man. And I don't know why it was like that, but I always wanted a guy to be affluent and like really high achieving. Like there was something so exciting for me. And I just kept attracting those guys who were like not earning much or still living with parents, or I don't even want to remember those things, but like they didn't earn much. They told me like in the restaurant, we went to the restaurant, and I remember this one guy were like, you can order water, but nothing more because I don't have money to pay. And can you imagine? There was this scenario where I'm sitting in this restaurant and thinking, what do I do now? I don't want to order more because then I will have to pay, but I'm hungry. And guess what? This guy I was dating 9 months who didn't have money. He was nice and he paid for the dates, but yeah. So you already see the problem. Like the problem was that I was attracting men that haven't been ready for marriage, or if they did, they were like broke or emotionally. Oh, that's another point. I was also attracting men who are emotionally unstable, which mean they would start screaming or being angry very easy or being triggered very easy. So, that's kind of a phase where they are. But at this point, I already done so much inner work. that I didn't want to be with a man who is emotionally unstable. I was emotionally stable, so why would I go out and marry a man who's emotionally unstable? Like, that's not something I wanted to do. But anyways, like, I was attracting those guys and I really felt confused. I actually even felt hopeless. And unfortunately, I had a coach who told me to keep dating those guys, and I understand why she said that. She said that because when I would like find a guy that I was attracted to, I would completely lose myself and lose my boundaries, lose my standards, and just lose myself. So she did right by telling me to keep dating them because they were at least nice. But at some point, I was just, what? I'm done with that. Like, I either stop dating at all, or finally attract men that have it all. I want it all. I want them to be attractive. I want them to be affluent, provider. I want them to, I want them to, be emotionally stable. And I just decided that I'm not gonna hang out with the other guys anymore. And my issue was also that I just like keep staying with them for months, and I kept meeting them, and I just quite didn't know how to properly date so that I would actually get to the guy that I wanted to be with. Okay. And then I kind of came up with my own method. It was, I think, 2.5 years ago. I was already a coach. I came up with my own method. No, I'm not quite sure when it was, but it was around when COVID started, with like how to date online and how to really filter out guys for marriage. Okay. And this is where things started shifting for me. Because I had like 500 matches or something. I would just match all the guys. And I would literally do interviews with them and see if they are match. And I refused to meet them unless they would be a match from the points that I wanted, like affluent, all of that. Yeah. And of course, like, there had to be a meeting to see if there's the attraction and so on. But generally speaking, this really changed my life. To realize what is it like to date for marriage. Because I don't know about you, but I know deep down what I can have. And it's like, I'm very stubborn. If I want something, I will get it. I mean, as I shared with you my life stories, like, I had rheumatoid arthritis. I tried 2 years and I healed it. I was depressed and I did everything I wanted, like I could do, and I'm happy now. From in every area of my life. Like, I was broke, now abundant, provided for. So, if I put something in my mind and I think I can have everything in a guide, then I'm gonna have it. So I wouldn't settle for that just because I couldn't find somebody. No. All right. So this is the method I figured out for myself, used it myself, but also taught many of my private clients since then to really filter out the guys and to start meeting amazing guys. Yeah. So the men that I started meeting were, of course, attractive. Like, I really like when guys do workouts because I do a lot of sports too. And this is just something that I want. And, millionaires driving around with cool cars. And I'm not saying that this is something that you have to have in your partner, but if you want to have this or something else, let's say you want a guy with a tattoo, then go ahead and look for it. Like, I'm not into tattoos, but whatever you want. Okay. So the point here is that I have some clients who would settle for less, but they don't really want it. Like, they want a high caliber, high standard, high achieving man who they are also attracted to, and they don't want to settle for less. Yeah, and this is the clients that want to work with me because I also don't like to settle for less, okay? So how does it feel to attract, date, and be engaged to a man that you feel like is a match for you? Okay, it feels like this. You are desired and wanted by him, but at the same time, you desire and want him too. It's so beautiful when two stable people choose to be with each other. I mean, there are so many coaches saying, yeah, it doesn't matter if you love him or if he's matched your standards. Or it doesn't matter if you're attracted to him, just like get with somebody who likes you. Yes, get with somebody who likes you. But you also have to, it's my opinion, find things that you desire from this man. Okay. And if you want to be with somebody who's a provider but who's affluent, who actually can provide luxury, then this is what you are going to have. And you don't settle until you find somebody that is a match. Even if you have to text with 100 guys, yeah, you don't settle with somebody who isn't a match for that, just because I don't believe in this, unless you want to. All right. Okay. And I'm also having a free masterclass about this topic. So, Dating for Marriage 101. In there, you will learn everything you need to consider while dating, while online dating, so that you actually attract a partner that is meant for you and that you feel happy with. Because when you're with somebody who wants you, all the boxes are checked for him, and you are with this guy who you want as well, all the boxes are checked for you. It's like you guys magnetize each other, and it's just beautiful, right? Like, why would you be with somebody that he likes you but you don't fully feel like he's a match to you? Okay, so I'm having this free masterclass next Wednesday. If you want to join, then sign up. I will put the link in the comments. And if you also feel inspired to have more one-on-one guidance with me, I'm still having one spot left for one-on-one coaching. And if this calls out to you, just send me an email and reach out, okay? See you in the next video. Subscribe if you haven't. And